How do you feel about the Kings so far this season? From Ted in Elk Grove.
A lot better than 0-4 like last year. Starting 0-4 last year was not very fun.
I feel good about the Kings so far in the season.
Kind of a roller coaster already with those 2 losses to the Warriors.
We've played 17,000 times. It is what it is, but I like the increased defensive intensity. I love the road win in Utah.
The offense still looks good. When you look at the way that the season's unfolded so far, it's more of a continuation of last year. It looks like the same team, but a little deeper.
But after that second loss to the Warriors, the 1-point loss, I was feeling more, and I had to think about it really to make sure I knew what I was feeling and thinking. I was more encouraged than discouraged because, yeah, they squandered a golden opportunity in that game, but they defended at times well, and they defended at times well against the Lakers. And I still think that's their single biggest key to being a better team this year is being better defensively.
What's up with the in-season tournament? Josie in West Sac.
I could not care less about the in-season tournament. I think most people kind of feel that way. I understand what the NBA is going for.
First of all, the Kings, they will win it. I'm already on record as saying when Chris Watkins and I did our bold predictions in the summer, I said the Kings would win and they would beat the Atlanta Hawks, so don't worry about that.
I've talked myself into the in-season tournament. I'm going to really try to buy in and see how it goes this year, but I think that there's a little bit of skepticism, maybe because the courts are so hideous. I don't know why the NBA would do that. I feel like if the Kings are healthy, and it looks like De'Aaron Fox will try to return before that game next Friday against Oklahoma City, they'll have as good a chance as anybody.
It'll be a little elevated once we get to Vegas and the finals. I'm sure there'll be a little bit more interest, and especially as a Kings fan, I'd like to win it. Just it's the same reason why I like to raise Pacific Division banners, which teams like the Warriors or Lakers would laugh at. But it's a miss for me because they're not grasping what the passion play is for these other tournaments worldwide and other sports.
The Kings need to do, frankly, they need to win every game they can to get in the playoffs. So in-season tournament is no different. I think that the Kings are going to get up for it, and next Friday is going to be a pretty fun night at Golden One Center.
How much Colby Jones are we going to see this season? Tim in Antelope.
I think the thing about Colby Jones that you notice whether you've been a scout your whole life or you watch 3 basketball games a year is you watch him and you realize, hey, that guy is, nothing phases him. He's unflappable. He's the unflappable Colby Jones.
I think they're going to have to try to find a way to get Colby Jones consistent minutes. And I think Mike Brown, this is why he gets paid the big bucks. He's going to have to balance that tightrope between what's best for the team and also bringing along a very promising player.
When you see a guy that has a two-way dynamic to his game, and the Kings are a team that they have not been very two-way, as great as their offense was last year, they needed more of a defensive impact. And I feel like right now what you're seeing from Jones could translate to more minutes because Chris Duarte, that was the idea. The Kings love Chris Duarte who can play defense, can defend the 2, the 3. He's 6'6" with a long wingspan, but the offense isn't really all the way there right now. Colby Jones, I feel like he looks like a veteran out there. He looks like a guy that's been playing for 5-10 years.
I think ideally he'd become a steadier hand at the point. That's just an awful lot to ask of him right now. I'm not saying he can't do it, but it's a lot to ask of a rookie who is not primarily a point guard. If he can make more shots, then I think he's going to be a major contributor, but I think the Kings have to be thrilled with what they have already in Colby Jones.